Get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in the season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Perry. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at about the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set, 30 base.
Just like that. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go.
On first and 10, Perry. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A final shot before break. Perry, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, Perry. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. And this one's incomplete.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offense.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Slam. Sponge.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Let's go.
Mike 6.
Hey,
Mike 6.
oh yeah.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he will find his man on the outside. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off play action. Perry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Perry. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off, right? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Now back to throw. Britt's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's checking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Short. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Check. Let it go.
They'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. 2nd and 4. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on first down. Perry. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Perry. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Strip that ball. 51's the Mike, boys. 51.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Ball try. Mike 51.
You better be a queen. You
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Three down. Hey, Mike 51.
Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Down to lose one. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. We don't want this. 51 to Mike, 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers.